stop clock.
All right, Bertie. And John, sorry.
Hey, Scotty.
Episode 71.
Wow, 71.
Seachtain.
Or season 2. I don't know where we're at now. Episode 19, I think.
I can't find my notes.
Oh, Jesus.
I have too many pages.
We did it. We went double today, didn't we?
Yeah, double topic.
We doubled up. No news, no nothing. We went double topic.
Because there's two big events on this week.
Yeah, we wanted to be on point.
Yeah. We have obviously St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Coming up.
On
St. Patrick's
Friday
Day
1st.
themed. We talked about the history of St. Patrick, where he came from, where he didn't come from, what year he died.
Yes.
Everything about him. His boxer size, socks, shoe size.
Bit of our own
Where did he
personal
come
history.
from? Where did he go?
Yeah.
Personal history of the town that we did. We grew up in. All
That's
that kind
right.
of jazz.
Yeah, I forgot about that. St. Patrick's Day parades.
Yeah.
History
What should
of,
be in it?
Yeah, what shouldn't be in it.
What shouldn't be in it?
And then we dovetailed nicely into Mother's Day.
Mother's
And
Day is on Sunday.
other legends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mother's Day on Sunday.
We talked about our own
Covered
mammies,
everything.
Yeah.
some little stories about them, and our appreciation of everything that
We
mammies
had some
do.
good facts and good questions in the waffle game
Mm-hmm.
related to St. Patrick and Mhamaí.
John was on fire once the game finished.
yeah.
Once it finished. After the result.
After the
Just
fact.
lightning round. He just went bananas and started answering everything.
Yes.
So, will we name it?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So, my suggestion.
We know what it is.
My suggestion is Room in the Womb.
Oh, good lord.
It's a great name.
Room in the womb. Okay.
Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Johnny and my wife.
That's brilliant. Brilliant.
That wasn't my original one.
Two great suggestions.
I'm just going to go with Mammies are great.
Oh,
My original one was Is Breá, liom, Mhamaí.
Oh, that's a nice
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like your one.
You're
Yeah,
trying
you
to get
go with
away
that
from
one.
Johnny one wife.
You know what? My wife is definitely going to listen to this podcast if we name it that. So
Johnny
One more listener.
I love you. I love you so much. You're the best wife in the world.
Right. Will we go Room in the Womb or Johnny one wife? Right.
Well-
Okay. I'm gonna put it out there. Let's see what happens. Season 2 episode, I think 19, but episode 71.
Is Breá, liom, Mhamaí.
Ah.
Yeah, walk with me this, walk with me that. Thinking on the topic that you could have had. The only game that makes me feel so alive. I'm guessing for 30, it could be only 5. Getting involved would be a superpower. You can get it every week on the JB Waffle Hour. 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 JB Waffle Hour.
I love that song.
I love that song too. I wrote that song.
You wrote that song.
Yeah.
did
You
write that
serious?
song.
Yeah.
He's like masked singer. Nobody knew that.
Yeah. No, but we tell everyone every week,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I pretty much. Yeah. Plus, you tell us every time we walk in.
You know that song that you like? I wrote that.
Hey guys, I wrote that song.
Kind of stole the idea. It was an homage to the Beastie Boys.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember you saying that.
So if I listen to the original kind of version of it, I'll be like, that sounds familiar.
No, I just kind of took the general kind of vibe of the Beastie
Okay.
Boys.
So
and
it's
tried
not
to-
an actual copy of a song.
No,
Well, then
there's
that's what
vibes
songwriting's
there.
all about, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
Yeah. That's everything, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
who are your... oh, sorry, Bert, go on. I was
Yeah,
about to
okay,
jump into something.
so-
Sorry.
I thought I'd be a bit better at doing this after 13 years. I'm a little bit nervous. I've practiced a few
What's going on
times.
here?
Podcast.
And I didn't want to use Google Translate, so I tried my best to actually do it out of my own head.
Right.
What?
I have no idea what's
So,
going on.
Is
people,
this
if this is incorrect or vastly wrong, don't let me know. I don't want to know.
Puberty, is it?
Okay.
13 years.
Why are you
you ready?
standing up? Why are you standing up?
Jeez.
I'll pull them back up now. I don't
Right.
want to see that.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Díguit gach daoine.
Oh, here he
Ah,
goes.
this will get
Timmer Rash ar episode seachtain. Tásúla gum gur bhíonn sibh gur léir taitneamh as episode seachta. Women are great.
Ah.
Now, translate that for the people who don't speak Finnish. Go on.
Tá sé go hín tuck birthday.
Gur mata go John O'Carroll.
It's Mahlum episode 70.
Is ma leat milsean.
Agus
Agus caca millish.
Tá mé ag dul gotí an leithreas
Sha.
mo sé de thola.
Hopefully that I did ask someone to check it, but she never texted me back.
Oh, ghosted.
So yes, hello everybody. This is episode 71. I hope you enjoyed episode 70, which was Women Are Great.
They are great.
They are great and very
Good title. Well done.
Yeah, we chat about International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And the likes. And as always, make sure to rate, like, share, follow, and subscribe to our podcast wherever you see it. And there's a new feature on Spotify.
Oh.
So if you go to our episode, you can interact with the episode.
Yep.
So you can like tell us feedback, whether it's good, bad. If you want to send us correspondence or topics or things to talk about or have a shout out.
Waffle game subjects.
Yeah, you can do it there now. You don't have to email us because John never liked us having an email address.
Yeah. I didn't like it because you didn't like me saying I didn't like it.
And if you can, make sure you listen all the way through. That helps a lot too.
I actually seen a comment on it last week. Someone commented on the one last week.
Yeah, see, I thought so. Yeah, I thought there was a comment.
Yeah.
Make sure to rate us on Spotify as well. That's a big one too.
Was it someone's mammy? It was one of our mammies, wasn't it?
Someone's Mhamaí, yeah.
Oh.
This show is great. It's not dirty at all.
It's a great show, John. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
She's talking to me.
Get it.
Yeah.
Where's your mum sending
Get
me
it posted on Reality Records.
Yeah.
DM us. But don't DM this account who has no followers.
Oh.
DM our real account. So annoying that is.
Yeah. I like replying to those guys.
Yeah, I just noticed that you started replying. And they don't reply back.
No, they don't.
You have to reply, you get your engagement up. That's the algorithm.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
how it works?
Yeah.
I'm just going to start replying to all those dudes.
Yeah.
You reply,
exactly, yeah,
Instagram goes, this guy's a nice guy. We're going to show his video to loads more people.
Oh,
That's how it works.
okay. I thought they were all bots.
Oh, they are bots, but Instagram likes you to engage
All right.
with comments regardless of what comment it is.
So Instagram don't care that everything is a bot on Instagram.
No, more comments on posts means more people are engaged and more money they get from
So
sponsors.
you have to buy your blue tick now on Twitter as well.
See that, yeah.
Get out.
you
How
have
much
to
is it?
Subscribe like $7.99 a month or something.
I heard it was like 12.
What?
And was it
Hold on.
12?
Twitter's
So
$7.99.
can anyone get a blue tick?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Once
you
you
have to
pay.
put in like to show that's you or whatever. I think that's the thing that
Put up your driving license, all that jazz.
What? And you get a blue tick. So what's
Yeah.
the point in the blue tick then?
That's it, it's gone now.
Yeah, so you have to be verified as an actual person now.
That's
to get a
just
blue tick.
stupid.
I think you used to get it after like 10,000 followers or something, wasn't it?
Well,
No, you have to apply for it.
yeah. So
You have to be mentioned in the media and all
have you
that.
ever? You've applied for it.
At least 50 times.
I knew
50
straight away
and counting.
because I applied for it too. I was like, I sure I'll apply for this. I've got no followers, but
Yeah.
maybe
It doesn't even matter how many followers you have. When you apply for it, you have to be shown like as a
Yeah, it's media.
person in demand. So you have to
Yeah.
prove that you were mentioned in the news. You prove that you're mentioned in blogs. Prove that you're an actual searched.
What
for
about being
term.
mentioned on Wikipedia?
Oh yeah, even that would. That
Oh,
would
okay.
help.
Well, if anybody wants to look up waffle on Wikipedia, we
Or-
are there. Apparently, anybody can edit those.
Did you tell them that you were mentioned in like the Meath Chronicle once, or
Yeah.
or the Focus?
I told them I was in the I was in the Central in Avon, and they were like, "What's the Central?" I did a gin night in the Central.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I did a colouring competition in the Trim Focus
yeah.
once.
No French.
Highly recommended. Or no, highly commended, is it?
Is it still going the Focus and Trim?
No,
No,
unfortunately
it's-
not.
The Weekender's gone as well.
That was
used
a
to be an old
great
paper.
thing. The Focus, wasn't it?
Yep.
Was it free to your house?
No, it was
it's
like
like-
€2 in Moors.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's
I remember always having the Focus,
Yeah. No, every family had it. Yeah.
but
Used
it
to be able to
wasn't.
sell things.
It wasn't a paper. It was like
It was like 10 A4
It was-
sheets
yeah.
stapled together.
stapled. And someone
Focus on trim.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Who
But the
had that idea?
But like the colouring book at the back.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody has
Great
made
idea.
up like a Facebook page or like an online version of it or something.
Yeah, there needs to be.
Or someone should make like the history of trim. Remember the bonbon and Doyle's?
Oh yeah, there's someone done that.
He has one, and
Yeah.
he's actually you're the admin of that page, which has like 6,000 followers or something.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I noticed lately actually there was loads of people putting up religious stuff and I
Yeah.
went and I had to go through and I had to go back through I don't know how many and
And
delete
what
them off.
verify that it's actually in the Bible?
So then I changed the settings now and I have to like
Approve every.
approve every post and every person that joins it now.
Oh
so.
no! What's the name of your page? Can you?
Uh,
do you want to? You can say it off the mic if you want to.
No, it's remember Doyle's the bonbon and when Spar was called MJ's.
Is that you?
Yeah,
Crazy.
I started that like years ago,
You a fan of it?
No, but I remember seeing it years ago, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah. Still
"Nah,
going.
subscribe to that."
What idiot
Yeah.
made that? No, I thought it was great. I thought it was
No, it's a
great.
good
I love
idea.
it.
Yeah.
That's deadly.
Now the trim days of yore have taken that over.
Oh, is that another one?
Yeah, that's a new one. That's a really good one. Trim's days of yore.
Do you hear that, Bertie? It's a really good one.
Well, I kind of lost interest in the thing, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got enough going on, in fairness, with the
Yeah.
sheep and all.
Should we start our subject?
Our
topic.
No,
It's
no,
a-
hold
it's
on
new-
a second.
new- yeah.
I would like to ask you how your weekend was.
Oh, okay.
How was your weekend?
That's unusual.
boys? Yeah,
It's unusual. Even you never asked
it's
us that.
tradition now. I might start switching it up and asking you how your week was rather than your weekend.
Jesus.
But how was your weekend, Bertie? How was your weekend, buddy?
So I wanted a drafting gate for my sheep. And drafting gates are expensive.
Oh, gate. Okay,
Okay.
I didn't hear the
Like,
T.
what kind of variety of sheep is that now?
Right.
So you can buy fancy ones that go at the end of the race and like they're double and you can go side to side, or you can get like a hurdle.
The sheepkin.
No, the gate.
Oh, the gate. Okay.
And or you can get a hurdle that has a little gate in it that as they're going up the race you can like put the gate in and they come out like the side of the race.
Mm.
So I attempted to make one of them and I'm 70% through it. I haven't finished it
You're
yet.
making it.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Out of what?
It's just timber. Got timber off TJ
good.
O'Mahony's.
Right.
Yeah.
Did it cost you much? Is timber come
48
down
euro
for how much?
for enough to make the thing.
How much was that? Exactly.
Well, I got 2 lengths of is a 2x2 and then 2 lengths of like lats. I think it's a 1x4 or whatever.
And that was 40 something euro.
48 euro delivered, yeah.
I went on adverts over the weekend.
I think they were like, were they 4 meters long? Can't
And
remember.
I got, I think it was close to 35 wooden posts, 6-foot wooden posts
Yeah.
for €100.
Wow.
And adverts.
That's good value.
Adverts, yeah.
The creaser ones.
Well, no, someone had them at their house and they like took up all their fencing, so they're
Oh.
second hand. Like,
Hmm.
I'll
what
probably have
diameter are
to. I'll probably have to creosote them again, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But good posts.
And they're not split at the top. They're not
No,
not,
no.
not rotten at the bottom. They're not,
Nope,
no.
all good.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah,
Good posts.
really good. I love adverts for that type of stuff. You
Yeah.
just see it,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Although, in fairness,
It's good for things like that. It's not great for like machinery and cars and
Oh,
stuff.
cars, no.
Unless you buy it off an actual dealer or whatever.
wouldn't trust it for cars now. No, not at all.
Parts maybe like a headlamp or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Done Deal.
John, how was your weekend?
Same old weekend DIY stuff, you know.
DIY.
The Lithuanian in-laws are coming over in a couple of weeks, so we're getting the guest bedroom ready.
Now, when you say Lithuanian in-laws,
That is your gym or your gin room.
No, the upstairs one.
Oh, there's upstairs. Oh, so you have a downstairs guest room and an upstairs guest room.
Yes.
Oh.
Now, when I say that, people go, "You must have a big house." You know, when you design a house, right? You know, when you design a house, the architect goes, "Oh, that's a grand 2-bedroom house." And someone steps in and goes, "No, we can put 4 bedrooms in that."
yeah.
And that's basically what my house turned out to be. So I have like 4 box rooms.
Right, okay.
Oh.
Yes, upstairs.
I love your voice that you do for other people.
It's universal for
It's
everybody.
class.
and where's the staff then? They're out the back. Then,
They're in the no, they're in the basement.
You left them in Kerry.
They have a tunnel to get out all the way to Trim. There's only one entrance, one exit. So I just want to go to the toilet. No, go to Trim.
Can I bring you back to, you said that you're Lithuanian in-laws.
Yes.
Now, do you have any other types of in-laws?
No.
Do you have a second marriage that you want to tell us all about?
No, not that I know of.
That you had to distinguish that was the Lithuanian ones?
No, it's just distinguish that just to make it sure, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm,
I think he's got a second wife. My weekend.
In some countries, it's okay to have a second wife.
That's true. It's encouraged, in
Yeah.
fact, isn't it?
Or several.
It's actually laughed upon if you only have one wife.
Johnny one wife.
Don't let that catch on.
Oh, that's your nickname. I'm going to change your my phone. Johnny One Wife. Do you hear about Johnny? He's only got one wife. Fucking
I'm
Aegis.
proud to have only one wife.
That's well. Look, sure. That's
Yep.
the way it is. Many people nowadays have a ream of wives.
Yeah.
You know, some
that-
past, some present.
I think
some
that's a
future.
different podcast there.
Yeah.
This weekend, I was playing a gig.
Right.
I was in the lovely Cabra Castle. Oh my God, that place is gorgeous. It's
Lovely
Spot,
pancakes.
some spot.
You weren't there for breakfast, obviously.
No, it was.
No.
I was playing a wedding.
Big giant pictures on the walls.
Yeah, it's lovely.
They've
Lovely
big
spot.
dog as well, like a castle dog.
Big Dog was not there.
Oh.
Someone told me, I'm not sure if it's true, but someone told me that the dog has since passed away.
Why did not get another dog?
Wolfhound.
Yeah, like fungi.
It's just fungi in Cabra Castle in the front. I'm not sure. I didn't see the dog anyway.
I've seen a
Didn't even.
a couple on Twitter or TikTok, I think it was, and they have like 10 wolfhounds, Irish wolfhounds.
Jesus.
They are huge.
Yeah, you wouldn't mind me feeding those. Anyway, when I was playing the gig, I'm going to do 2 shout-outs actually, because a guy called Mickey McKay.
Legend.
We all know Mickey.
How are you, Mickey?
I think we've given Mickey a shout-out on the podcast before.
Yeah.
He came up, I was chatting to him. I haven't actually talked to Mickey in person.
Yeah.
So that was the first time
You're
I
very
had the
lucky,
pleasure
man.
of meeting him, yeah. And he was telling me all about the podcast, and he loves the podcast. So shout out to Mickey.
That's great to hear.
And then there was Ciara and Keith. Keith is a firefighter, and I know Ciara for a good few years now. And she was at the MDL on Saturday morning, and she was saying she was listening to the podcast. And we talked about Keith last week, and now he's listening to the podcast as well. So
Excellent.
we're gathering sheep to our flock.
That's it.
There's more and more. So shout out to those guys as well.
Like a cult.
Preach your own.
Like the cult of waffle. Gross. Will we go on to our main topic?
We have St. Patrick's Day this week, and we've St. Mammy's Day.
Right.
So St. Patrick's Day is Friday.
Saint Mammy's Day.
And St. Mammy's Day is Sunday. So you are listening to this on Wednesday, so you still have time. There's still time to get your mammy something.
The warning has been done.
Yeah,
Technically
exactly.
tomorrow, because I imagine lots of shops are closed Friday.
That'd be true, yeah.
It could be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you want to
It's
get in there.
Yeah.
You've Saturday then as well for the last minute thing, I suppose.
At
Yeah.
football on Saturday, one of the guys said inside the cages, he was like, oh, yeah, Mother's Day on Sunday. And there was like 4 or 5 lads all looked round really quickly, like, is it actually? Shit. They were on the phone straight away. So last minute.
So we were talking about International Women's Day last week, and the best woman in our lives is probably our mammy. Or
Shit, yeah, I mean, they're the creator.
That's it. So are we doing mammy first or Paddy first?
Paddy first.
Yeah.
Okay, Paddy first.
Go Paddy.
Excellent. So it is St. Patrick's Day. I can't remember. Did we do St. Patrick's special last week?
I
Last year?
remember something to do with research on St. Patrick's Day before.
okay.
Last year?
Last year, I believe. Yeah.
Well, we're probably going across, but
We are definitely going to cross it. In
It-
fact, let me see your notes for a second. Are they the exact same notes?
2022. Yeah.
Look at the sheet.
What? These are the same notes. Where'd you
Same
print them
website.
out of?
Do you know what?
website.
Do you know what happened? We did a Google search to look for St. Patrick's Day facts,
Yeah.
and we both picked the very
The same
top.
result.
I didn't. I went 4 down
You did, yeah. Because I went
because
right
I
to
was
the
like,
top.
I better not pick the first one. I went 4 down.
What's your number 2 there? Let me see. Oh, sure, I may as well throw this away. Go on, you read yours then. Go on.
But the thing about this year is that the Paddy's Day parades are back.
Yes,
Great.
I was in the Paddy's Day parade twice with the Bouncy Castle Man.
Very good.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
It was raining one year and the winter just kept fogging up. But the other year was grand. It's throwing out sweets. You probably can't throw out sweets now anymore in case
wouldn't
kids are
say
allergic
so.
to them or whatever.
Yeah, no. I don't
Have
think,
you been in the parade? Any parade?
6 years in a row.
6 years in a
And
row?
then the other ones, I was dressed up as a clown going around collecting money.
No way.
I was technically always in the parade. I'd never watched the parade until I was like 32.
Until you had kids.
Well,
Until I had kids. I think it was the first time I ever watched Trim's parade.
At the FCA, you were marching with them.
The FCA, marching with them for a few years. And then the remaining years, I was palling out with Robbie Kennedy, setting up the railings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think
with the high vis.
I think one night me, Stephen and Robbie went out in the piss. We went out drinking. And
Responsibly.
Family podcast.
we went drinking, went to the palace, came home at like 4 or 5 o'clock, slept on Robbie's couch, and then Robbie woke up in the morning and said, "Come on, we're going." All right, where are we going? Brought us some house, gave us costumes in the Bounty Bar.
Oh my God.
Come on, we're going out. We had to wear these costumes, melted hangover.
Oh my God.
And we were just going around collecting, like giving out sweets to kids.
Oh jeez.
Like, literally, me and Stephen were just like close to puking.
Inside the costumes.
Yeah. And we're just going around like if you've seen pictures of us, we looked like the happiest people in the world, but inside we were just like
Give me money.
Yeah.
Inside, I'm dying.
That's such a Robbie Kennedy
that
thing,
is
isn't it?
that is
Come on, we're going this way.
yeah.
Or we're going here.
Come on, we're going.
All right.
And basically, so then afterwards, after the parade, then we had to dismantle all the railings.
Yeah.
Ever been in a parade, Scotty?
Well, let me tell you.
Is the school going on it?
Can't wait for this story.
So I was in it 3 years in a row, and I was.
Is it going?
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
going.
she's going.
Sorry.
I was promoting the music school in the first few years that it was open, and I dressed as a gorilla and I played drums in a trailer.
The Phil
Phil Collins.
class.
Yeah, and drove around Navan, and I got the funniest float award
Nice.
2 years in a row. Third year they were like, You've done that 2 years now. It's not that.
Oh,
That's
you did
funny
the
anymore.
same thing.
Yeah.
And one with the same
And then
thing.
the fourth year we dressed up as, I think, Vikings for some reason, and we're on a boat playing drums. And my dad was dressed as a monk, I believe.
And did you see an influx of new joinings after St. Patrick's Day Parade?
No, it was great crack though.
Okay, great.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you didn't make any...
I don't think so. Not a noticeable one anyway.
Okay.
It was just good fun. And
Good.
then I just stopped doing it because I didn't need to, and it's a lot of effort.
Okay.
I know we were talking about trying to get into the parade this year. Maybe the three of us kind of...
Yeah.
We said we might do it, but we obviously didn't go through with it. But I was kind of thinking today, going, yeah, we would have got a trailer, blah, blah, doing the podcast on the parade. But I can just imagine, like, Frank Pratt's truck above in front of us going, brrr, and then behind us would have been like the tractor going, brrr, brrr, and we would have been like just talking into a microphone while there's just
No one
in the
could hear us
background.
whatsoever.
I-
Yeah.
I would have liked to get a van with the name and stuff on the side and put the flags on
He's
it.
just for the Paddy's Day Parade, buying a van and then dumping it
No,
afterwards.
we have a
driving
van.
it to the river.
We have a van. We have a van and we had a trailer, but I just thought of the rain. It just wasn't feasible. And then you'd be
Yeah.
looking for something like the Pope Mobile. That's fully enclosed.
The waffle mobile.
And we going out and throwing out waffles to the crowd.
What are your thoughts on the St. Patrick's Day Parade? It's a lot of bin lorries. It's a lot of just trucks.
Yeah,
and
what do you
stuff.
think it should be in
Yeah.
it?
I was kind of thinking today, like, is the parade not what it used to be, or was it always like that? And as kids, we just thought it was more cool.
Yeah.
I want to say there's more just advertising businesses now.
Well, you're right. Pratt's the haulage will probably be in it.
Yeah.
The fire engine will be in it. Probably be an ambulance in it.
Skerlickstown Olympiad.
Will
Yeah.
be in it. This is the trim one now.
Yeah.
I've never been to the Navan.
But
There'll
you're
be the
right.
teams.
like-
There'll be soccer teams and Gaelic teams.
Yeah,
and stuff
trim
walking.
sets.
but you're right. There's nobody that makes floats anymore.
No floats.
No.
Not really. The closest I saw, we did the Navan Parade a few years ago, and there was, I think, a musical society or something built a float, and we're like playing music on it and stuff. It was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
You have the stage cool then as well. Probably is walking in a group then as well.
Who will you reckon be on the stage this year in trim?
Noel French.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He's
Ray-
the
Ray-
he's DJ, isn't he?
No, he says who's coming, or is that?
Yeah, DJ.
He's
The
not,
announcer.
he's just not like a part of the board. He is part of the board this year. Derek Allen stood down. He did a great job the past few years. He was always dressing up in the green suit with shamrocks on it.
I'm going to say the Mead ladies are going to be involved in some way, are they?
Oh, they might be in one of them. I don't know if it's going to be the trim one or not.
I'd imagine. Is Trim not like the hub for Mead ladies? No,
Two of them, I'd say. Three of them. maybe?
if not Navan, maybe. Yeah, maybe Navan.
I have to say though, trim is well laid out for.
Yeah.
Because at
It
the
is, yeah.
courthouse you have the big trailer, the truck, and then they start in the ring road, and you go up, say, Longwood Road, and turn right down St. Patrick Street, come traffic lights and go right.
Yeah, it's
And
perfect,
then,
isn't it?
Yeah, and then the main street or Market Street is where most of them does a display or whatever, and it's a nice wide street as well.
Do you guys have a family spot to stand every year?
Not really, no.
No.
We used to go outside the Matchbox
Yeah.
when it was there and used to get ice creams in it. But one year I was sitting at the Tech, on the wall of the Tech.
What about you?
Like, how many years can you remember that it was sunny? Only a handful.
Yeah, there's been a crap weather recently, actually, for the
Yeah,
Paddy's
and I think
Days.
it's going to be a bit of a washout on this Friday as well.
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
so
think
I
so.
heard.
Well, they missed 20, 21, 22. Now it's back for 23.
Is it that many years? Is it?
Yeah, missed 3 years. Yeah, I think so.
Janie Mac.
Paddy's Day Parade, yeah.
Isn't it? Actually, you know what? Do you know what I remember? Was it 2020? Yes, it was 2020. The 16th of March. We were meant to be playing actually Paddy's Day in the Central across the road, and the whole COVID thingy had started breaking out.
All right.
And we cancelled, I think, 4 or 5 days before. We're like, this is too dangerous. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
Especially in the Central as well, just full of people. And we cancelled. And then I think the 16th of March, everything kicked off. And like everything started shutting down. It was like, no, nothing's happening. And I left I had a little rip-off calendar here.
Yeah.
I just had the dates, and it was stuck on the 16th of March. And I
Right.
think it was months later we came back, and I came back in again. It was on like the 16th of March. It was just weird and
Mad.
eerie seeing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It was like a zombie movie coming back in
Yeah.
again.
Do you want to go one for one on our notes?
our notes. We're so lazy with our research. Yeah, go on. You do the first
That's
one.
why I don't write notes, lads.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, look, it is what
Number
it is.
one of whatever website that we got these off.
Google.
The real St. Patrick was born in Britain, but you knew that. He was born in Wales.
He's a Welshman, yeah.
Yeah. Much of what is known about St. Patrick's life has been interwoven with folklore and legend. Historians generally believe that St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was born in Britain, not Ireland. Actually, we know that. Near the end of the 4th century, at age 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders and sold as a slave to a Celtic priest in Northern Ireland. After toiling for 6 years as a shepherd, he escaped back to Britain. He eventually returned to Ireland as a Christian missionary.
The priest was a Celtic fan, was he?
No idea.
No. Okay.
But
Um,
they took enough off us, so at least we took some
right
off
over
them.
there.
yeah, it just didn't work for him there.
No.
No, I didn't. I just didn't think it was good.
He didn't think it was good. Yeah, I know. I thought that.
Is
Thought
it
that.
Celtic or Celtic? It's Celtic, right? Celtic is just
Celtic.
the club,
Yeah.
right? But it's Celtic, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
spelled the
Celtic.
same, though.
Celtic
Oh, they
and
are, yeah,
Celtic.
yeah, yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
it's Celtic in that sense.
That's a Yankee. You see Yanks saying
Yeah, the
Celtic the whole
Celtics,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, the Celtics. The second one is a fairly common known one, but I've heard this disputed as well, actually. We should have done more research. These are terrible. So there were no snakes around for St. Patrick to banish from Ireland. Among the legends associated with St. Patrick was that he stood atop of the Irish hillside and banished snakes from Ireland, prompting all serpents to slither away into the sea. In fact, research suggests snakes never occupied the Emerald Isle in the first place. There was no signs of snakes in the country, in the country's fossil records. So he did fuck all.
They had to actually debunk him standing on top of a hill, shooing loads of snakes into an ocean.
Yeah, apparently.
Thank
so.
God they figured that part out.
Oh, the days before
But
social
is-
media, huh?
Isn't that, though, they said, like, that is, it just got changed down the years because it was about him banishing, like, other religions or something, no?
Yeah, I think it was more to do with that, yeah. Getting rid of the, in inverted commas, snakes.
Yeah.
But I've also heard that we did have snakes here at one stage. They were like adders. They have adders in England.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Like
that there was a native snake to Ireland.
Oh.
Um,
We had a few British snakes, all right.
oh, stop it, you!
Oh,
are you talking about,
Jesus.
are you talking about Raheem Sterling? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. That was a while ago. We'll leave that one.
Declan Rice.
Would you stop it? You're going on that note, have you
He's a
seen
singer.
the new furore around the Ireland jersey and the badge and all that type of stuff?
There's always going to be
that,
begrudgers.
that new maker, Castro or something, they're useless.
Now, are you saying that because of what I saw today as well?
I didn't see anything, so tell us.
There's uproar over those guys making the Irish kit because they also make the Rangers kits.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Are they an Irish company?
No.
No, where are they from? The English. They're English,
English,
aren't they?
yeah.
So the Irish football team got an English company to make their Irish jersey.
Don't know why
Yeah.
they didn't just get O'Neill's.
Yeah,
Why?
well, there was talk of O'Neill's doing it.
Yeah, and O'Neill's brought out a jersey.
Yeah, yeah.
Just for St. Patrick's Week or whatever.
That's
Remember,
right.
oh my God, is that the new Ireland jersey? No. I don't
Sorry.
like the logo's not great either.
I like the logo.
What do you think of our logo?
What? The one that you made?
Yeah.
I like the Ireland logo. Like, it's
Ireland
really
logo
good.
is nice.
I
Yeah.
like the Shamrock logo.
I made that in 3 minutes.
I'm not going to say...
I like the
That
bit
it
that I put
shows,
on,
but-
it's My Heart, My Island.
that was quite good, yeah.
Yeah.
You're fairly patriotic, you are, aren't
There you
you?
go.
But I like the logo. I'm not fond of the kit maker, but I'm willing to give it a chance.
We'll see what it gets like when it comes out.
I don't
Yeah.
remember the old logo, so
It wasn't great.
it's
No.
nice.
It's
No.
like a football flying.
It just said FAI in big letters in the front.
The one from Italia 90. That's classic. That's
Yeah, oh,
classic.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
orange and the ball. And
It's brilliant. Yeah. It's similar enough to that though. Like kind of a similar sort of idea.
yeah, it went back a bit more simple than what they had.
Yeah.
Because the whole FAI one, I think like there was 4 other countries that had one very similar to it.
Yeah,
It was like you went on to like Canva and it was like a stock football crest logo.
Someone on Fiverr made it for them. Like.
Yeah.
Go on, do you want to take the third one? Go for it.
Yeah. Leprechauns are likely based on Celtic fans. That's weird.
Celtic fairies.
Oh,
That
Celtic
says-
fairies. Sorry.
Jeez.
Leprechauns are known as mischievous Irish fairies.
Oh, did you talk?
Jesus, right. The red-haired, green-clothed leprechauns is commonly associated with St. Patrick's Day. The original Irish name for these figures of folklore is leprechaun, apparently.
Leprechaun.
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 Leprechaun. Meaning small-bodied fellow. Actually, that's This reminds me of a funny story. I don't know if Casey
Where's this going?
Casey listens to the podcast, but it was me and Leanne and Casey went for a spin one day, like just a road trip or whatever, and we end up in Cong in Mayo.
Kong.
How do you go for a spin and end up in Mayo?
This is back when fuel prices were low
Jesus.
and we had time on our hands.
Good old Celtic Tiger, huh?
And I think we were living together at the time, me and Leanne. But anyway,
Showering in petrol that was so cheap.
Got 99.9. Oh my god! And then we end up in Cong, and Casey had our camera, not like your camera, like one of the Canon ones, that proper camera.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever been in Cong, but we were walking down the little street
Really heard of it.
and came round, and there was a bus full of Americans just actually getting off. So as we walked up alongside, the line was coming off, and Casey just like joined in at the back with her camera, and her American accent was like spot on. But
No
she
way.
started saying like, "Oh, I wonder will we see some leprechauns instead of leprechauns going across."
Legend.
Cong is where The Quiet Man was filmed with John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Nice.
It's a
Cong.
lovely little spot.
It's a lovely little village over there. Yeah.
Mayo in general is gorgeous.
Yeah, Westport, Cong, yeah.
I've never had many reasons to go to Mayo.
Really?
Oh, well, you should go to Cong.
Have you not been in Westport?
I think never as like some like to appreciate Westport. I think like
I was there on trial
once.
once.
I went through it or something. Or
Right, it's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, Wyatt Hotel, right in the centre of Westport. Nice hotel.
And
Okay.
the Westport House Hotel there's like loads of activities, kids stuff.
yeah.
It's very, very good.
Then you can do the Greenway, Westport to Achill. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Me and Bertie have
facility
been
over there.
hired by mayotourism.com.
Yeah.
Up Mayo.
Um,
My father said the other day that Mayo were going to win the
of the
Sam.
green and red.
He's
of
crazy.
Mayo.
They've got a curse.
He said but he said this is the year. He says they're
Yeah.
doing very well this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Did the last one die, did he not?
Last Mayo man.
Yeah, from the All Ireland that got cursed.
I'm not sure.
Is that not what they were saying? Did he not die earlier last year or late last year?
Uh,
And they reckon the curse is gone now.
All right. Well,
Maybe that's
Yeah,
why
because
they
that
were-
was the curse until the last player died or something.
look.
Maybe there's one left, I'm not sure.
Jesus,
Feel free to be corrected on that.
that's some curse, isn't it?
But yeah, hopefully we'll tag
that
all
man
the
is
people.
listening to this podcast going, what?
I'm
What?
alive. If he wants to come on for an interview, that's no problem.
That'd be awesome. We should try to get him on actually.
Yeah. Now, next one.
I'm not sure about this one. I think this is still considered to be true to this day. It says was considered.
Oh.
So the shamrock was considered a sacred plant. The three-leaf clover has been associated with Ireland for centuries and is now again on our football badge, if I'm
Yes.
not mistaken. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brought your shamrock back.
It was called the Seamroy by the Celts, not the Celts, and was considered a sacred plant that symbolised the arrival of spring. According to legend, St. Patrick used the plant as a visual guide when explaining the Holy Trinity. By the 17th century, the shamrock had become a symbol of emerging Irish nationalism. St. Patrick was a busy boy, wasn't he?
He was.
Jenny Mac.
It's hard to know what he did and what he didn't. It's a lot like Jesus.
He must have had a good agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Chinese whispers, like. And as Tommy Tiernan once said, like Jesus wasn't like 6'4" with long flowing black hair and abs of steel.
It looked like one of the Bee Gees.
Yeah,
It's hard to know. No one really knows. It's a matter of faith, Bertie. You have to have
That's it.
faith in it, really.
kind of feet.
George
Michael.
Yeah, do you want to go with the next one? I'm not sure about this one.
The first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in America. Actually, they love a good march in America.
Oh, I missed that one.
Men march in the 1895 St. Patrick's Day parade in New York City.
Oh.
While people in Ireland had celebrated St. Patrick's since the 1600s, the tradition of a St. Patrick's Day parade began in America and actually predates the founding of the United States. I would say that was probably all the Irish people in New York just having an Irish day.
Yeah.
And they marched or went for a bit of a walk and a few pints.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know.
And ironically enough, to get on to the next one there, with the whole Gary Lineker thing at the weekend, you saw all that stuff.
Yes.
Did you see Match of the Day?
No, I didn't watch it then. I think it just rolled in. Nobody was talking about it.
No commentary, nothing. It was just 20 minutes of pure football with no words
Really?
whatsoever.
Could they not just get anybody, an up-and-coming commentator?
I don't think anyone wanted to touch it, really.
No, yeah.
It was just
because you'd be the guy that, you know.
yeah, you can't
thought it
cross
was
that
all
picket
right,
line now, in
Yeah,
fairness.
could have made a good laugh out of it.
But they've come back now, and Gary Lineker has said that they've come to an agreement, and the BBC would have been mad to let him go, especially after what had
But
happened.
as I said, in the start of the World Cup in Qatar, he had this whole monologue about the human rights
That's
issues
right,
in
yeah.
Qatar.
Yeah.
And then it's the same, something similar what he's saying about UK, and they're like, oh, you can't say that
Was
about
he
us.
on BBC though? during the World Cup.
Oh, I'm not sure actually. That's a good point. He was he not?
No, I don't think that was ITV, was it?
Oh, maybe.
But anyway, speaking of immigrants, the Irish were once scorned in America. So basically, beginning of 1845, there was obviously the famine, and 2 million abandoned the land and headed off to America. But we were looked down upon in America as being, let me find the words here, a strain or a drain on the welfare budget, unskilled and disease-ridden. Apparently, was when we went over there first. Which have you
terrible.
heard? Have you heard rumors? Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but in Australia, I've heard that there was a sign. Someone told me this. Sent me a clip of it. I don't know if it was doctored or not, but it was no dogs and no Irish.
No dogs, no blacks, no Irish. That was it.
Yeah. Well, no, that was
in England.
That was England.
This
yeah.
is more recent,
This is recent in Australia that there's a.
Even recently.
Yeah. No, in the last
Holy crap.
5-6 years, there's been a big anti-Irish.
Yeah, they're kind of getting fed up with us.
Probably sick of us lighting fires on their beautiful beaches.
Do you know
and leaving
why?
Cans everywhere.
We've sent all of our feckin' messers over there. Anyone you know who's like a complete tosspot in school went over to
and
Australia.
they stayed as well.
Yeah, they took all of our shite. All the good lads stayed behind. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so hopefully the weather's good and the parades are good and you have fun and you have a green shake. You have a little green hat on. You have the crack. You enjoy your day off. Go to parade. Support a local shop. Buy your flags locally.
Any good green alcohol out there? Other than
Absinthe?
Fat Frog.
Absinthe.
Absinthe. So would you drink a pint of the green stuff?
Jesus Christ! Can you imagine
Pint of
drinking
green
green
stuff.
absinthe? A pint of that. A friend of mine actually on St. Patrick's Day. Should I say his name?
Yes.
He doesn't listen to the podcast.
Yes.
James Hart. Do you remember James Hart?
I do. Jeez, it's a
Yes,
while since
from
I heard
Trim.
that name.
Remember he used to have the big long coat and the long hair.
Yeah.
James, we all partook in a trip to Navan one St. Patrick's Day.
Trip to Navan.
From Trim. I think we hitchhiked over from Trim to Navan. And we drank some alcohol, and James drank a little bit more alcohol than anyone else, and ended up outside on the steps of the CYWS Hall in Navan. Do you know where the Fair Green is there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Passed out.
It's probably something he ate.
Had to get an ambulance.
Oh no.
And
no.
brought him to hospital and pumped his stomach and all that. And it must have been that Paddy's Day was like a Tuesday or something. We were back in school the next day. James saunters into school, not a bother on him. No hangover, nothing.
There you go.
Just
A legend.
yeah.
A legend was born that day.
We were only like 15 or 16 or something.
Now, speaking of legends,
Craziness. Right, go on.
Mammy's Day.
It's topic number 2.
Because we felt that there's no point doing either of them next week, and both of them deserved a little bit of talk, airtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mammies are great.
Yeah.
Oh, they are in fairness.
No, you can't use that because you said women were great last week. You have to come up with something else.
Okay, I'll think of something. I just speak my mind, okay? Just mammies are great.
They are great in fairness, yeah.
And as we said already, it's Mother's Day this Sunday, the 19th. So make sure you get yourself or get mammy something. And all the mammies. Because obviously your kids can't go to the shop to buy stuff.
No, so you'll have to get something.
So you have to step up to the mark for the next few years.
Are you one of these dads that's like, they can't buy anything for you?
Yeah,
They can't
I
go to the
always
shop.
forget. I always forget with the kids. I'd be like, I'd rush to get flowers. Oh, here's happy. And then like the kids didn't get her anything. I'd be like, the kids didn't get you anything.
You're in school. Did you not make her anything?
Just make sure you don't go to DID and buy like household equipment. That's
My wife would love that.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably as a random present, but not as a birthday, Christmas, or Mother's Day present.
Happy Hoover's Mother's Day. Here's a new Hoover.
A new vacuum.
Yeah.
What is a common Mother's Day present to buy then?
I think you start with
Flowers.
breakfast in bed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is for the wife, I'm guessing.
Okay. Yes.
You don't if you're not you don't go to your mother's house and go, here's breakfast in bed.
Maybe you should.
Oh yeah, destroy the kitchen.
And leave.
You're in your 30s. What are you doing?
Just break in at 3 a.m. I think someone's downstairs.
I made you eggs.
Mommy, where's the flour? What are you doing?
Oh, God almighty.
But,
so yeah, it's not only is it Mother's Day, it's also Wife's Day. Realistically, for the lads who have wives
and
living in
kids,
their
and
house.
kids, obviously.
And kids, yeah. You have to really, as Bertie said, step up to the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sign when they were before the age? Do you sign the card like with your left hand, and like sign your kid's name with the left hand. And
I'll
pretend
just
it was them.
I'll grab their hand with pen and just scribble with the thing.
That's plagiarism, Dad. Get off me.
Yeah. No, Isabel can obviously write fine. She's a better handwriter than I am.
No,
but,
really?
Yeah. And then Marcus, he'll just scribble with a scribble.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the handprint or the footprint on the card?
Never.
I did that one year with purple paint, and then my daughter stepped on the carpet afterwards.
That's
a
exactly
cream
what would
carpet.
happen. Yeah.
Big purple mark on it, and we were renting the place, and it had this big purple
no.
mark. Yeah, so I had to got the scissors out and shaved the
Shit.
carpet.
And did you ever give your mother breakfast in bed when you were younger?
I believe I did. Yes.
Yeah, I think I did
Yeah.
as well.
I don't think I did. No.
No?
No, really?
No,
Wasn't
she
your
was
bag?
always up before us.
Really?
I could never catch her. I'd wake up at 4 a.m. There she'd be in the kitchen.
Making eggs.
I've been washing these dishes for the last hour.
Yeah.
You do nothing around the house.
Yeah, basically.
Is it a day where you should let them go off and do something by themselves, or is it a day that you bring them somewhere and do stuff with them? What would the mothers prefer, do you think?
Do you think
Mammy's. Well, go ahead.
Knightsbrook Spa?
No, I wouldn't go
No.
spa and. But definitely bring them out so they
For
don't
dinner?
so they don't have to do anything that day. You know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You know, so lunch, dinner, you do absolutely everything.
Send
that you
kids to
can.
Legoland for the weekend.
They don't need things, I think, really.
Put the kids
isn't
to
it?
bed. Yeah, they
Yeah. Just do stuff for
they
them.
just want a break that day. So yeah.
You're not going to be one of those people, oh, well, I help you out every day.
No, I'll wake up at like 11.
Hungover.
Come down. House is a mess. You'll be like, what's going on down here?
Do you have
place is a
any
mess.
stories about your own mum? Proud stories?
No, my mum was just an old school mammy. Not too many wild stuff happened. My father wouldn't have been the biggest romantic, so I think Mother's Day was literally just.
That you knew anyway.
Yeah.
I think Mother's Day. I think she just didn't get up an hour earlier or something like that. Like,
Oh, I feel great after that.
like that. I have a headache now after sleeping in. That would be the mother.
That was too much sleep for me. I can't believe you did that
I
for
won't be
me.
able to sleep tonight.
You've ruined my day.
No, it wouldn't. Mother's Day. I wouldn't have many memories of Mother's Day back in the day. No.
Oh.
So not very exciting.
I know that things that your mum has done for you.
My mum has done for me.
Personally, yeah.
Or, well, will we go through them?
Oh, things that you have done for your mother.
No, that mum has done, and we're very grateful for our mummies.
Oh, well, I mean, there's the... Can we
You're
go...
starting from scratch.
Yeah,
That's
that's...
from scratch.
How far are you going back?
Yeah. I mean, she was your first accommodation, I guess, was the...
Oh, jeez.
Free rent. Well,
Air-
she was.
Airbnb.
Room in the womb, huh?
Oh, just like, that's our podcast name.
Oh, there we go. Room in the womb.
Oh, jeez.
Just things
Name.
that you would have done for
Tell
us
us.
that we're very appreciative of.
Tell us.
Go
You're
on.
going to tell us,
Go
or
on,
am I
Bridget.
going to tell you?
No, just that. Did you have any stories?
Oh, that mammy. Oh, she just did everything. Absolutely
Yeah.
everything. She's incredible.
Well, I know that when I was in school,
Hmm.
specifically secondary school, that mum would have stood at the front door to watch the bus go across the bog road,
Make sure you were gone.
and then she called me then and say, "Oh, the bus is coming." And
Oh,
then,
for
wow.
you.
yeah. So the bus would go across, and then you'd see it coming across, and say when the light was bright or whatever, and then in winter, then you see the red lights at the top,
Mm-hmm.
and it had two stops then as it came down the bog road and stopped at Guys. And then she'd tell me when it was at Guys as well. So I had like about 10 minutes to get up, get dressed, get breakfast.
That
and
sounded like someone that couldn't wait for you to get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to play FIFA when he's gone.
Yeah. And it's just one of those things that sticks out in like things that, and I'm sure every mother does things for their kid, but it's just one of those things that always stuck out,
Yeah.
things like that. And then when I went to college then in my first year, she used to bring me down on a Monday morning. And I used to have like, I think it was from 9 to 12, and then I had 1 to 2 off, and she'd hang around in Athlone until lunchtime to have lunch with me.
No way.
Yeah, because I was only 17 at the time, like after doing the leaving start, and I went to Athlone, and no one else from our year or whatever I went to Athlone, so it was completely on my own. So you used to bring me down drive down on the Monday morning, and then wait around and have lunch with me, just to make sure that it was only like 3 days
Yeah.
away from home, really, not like the full
That's
week or
awful
whatever.
nice for, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're the two things that kind of stick out as I was a little bit older.
Have you met
like.
Bertie's mammy?
No, I've never met British
She
Mary.
is such a nice woman.
Really?
So I'll say things about your mammy too. She's lovely. She's
Right.
very welcoming into the house.
Can
she's
I
lovely.
can I guess her name? Now, I don't know your mum's name.
Oh, okay. If you want.
Can I just give it a guess? I'm gonna let me just look you in the eyes. I'm gonna see if I can figure
Have
this
you
out.
looked it up? You probably know.
I took a clairvoyant course over the
Oh, did you?
weekend,
Right.
Oh.
and I can read minds.
Can you do hold my hand? No.
Yeah, go on. Let's hold
Oh
hands.
my god.
Okay, we're holding hands.
Oh,
This is
go
this
on,
is
we'll-
good.
we'll
This is
all
going to
go.
end up as a video. No, I don't want
This
to know
is
his.
very
I don't want to.
fucking-
Oh
this
no,
is very
his
weird.
mum's name is coming through there. This is going to end up in the video, isn't it? Bernie.
That would be awesome. Bertie, Bernie, and Bertie.
Is your dad's name Bertie?
My dad's name's Barney. Like.
Oh right, okay. So is it Bernie?
No.
Bernie and Barney. Is it Teresa?
No.
Oh shite! I have to get my money back in that course. That was
Oh.
terrible.
It's Catherine.
Oh, Catherine. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have guessed that actually.
There you
It's a fairly
go. Trim woman. Yeah.
you would expect like mothers of our generation to have like older women's names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother's Rosemary.
That's a nice old person's name, Rosemary. It is though, like, isn't it? It's just
That and Sheila.
Sheila's a nice old woman's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your mum's name?
My mum's name is Dimpna.
Oh, Dimna.
I've always liked Dimpnas.
It's not a common one now.
No, it's
Not a common one, but the Kelly's mum is Dimpna as well.
Very good.
Shout out to her. What's another good old woman's name? Give me an old woman's name. We're going to insult so many fucking people right now.
Obviously, actually, you know what I never really got? Do you remember old women? You'd see it in the obituaries or whatever it was, but like Nancy passed away, and in brackets, Nee Riley or something.
Yeah.
What's
Oh.
the Nee for?
That's
Daughter
her-
of.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
It's her maiden name. Like.
Nee.
Yeah.
N-E-E.
It's just a thing. like.
O-N-E-E.
N-E-E.
So before she got married, that would be her.
So
her
Nee
knee.
means like before marriage.
Yeah, pretty
I thought
much. I
Nee
don't-
was a name. I
I
was like,
don't-
why are they all called
I don't
Nee?
know the exact reason for the knee, alright, but it would be her name before she got
Alright.
married.
All right. Okay, thanks for clearing that up.
Okay.
You may carry on.
Can I look up? Actually, I'm going to look up what that nee a nee
Oh, okay.
N-E-E thing means.
A peg. Peg would be a
Peg.
old lady's name.
Yeah.
What about Maud?
Maud.
Maud's a nice
That's
old
an American old lady's name.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. Maud.
Hannah.
That's a young girl's
No.
name. What are you talking about?
You're just trying to
My,
think of the old
my
people.
granny's name is Hannah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is her second name Banana by any chance? No, she's not a kids entertainer.
No.
Hannah Banana.
Well, maybe it was short for something, was it?
Hannah.
Hannah.
No.
Rose.
Hananana.
Well, I don't know.
What would Hannah be short for?
I could be totally wrong. I'll get a text message off me. Our granny's name isn't Hannah.
I'm not sure what my granny's name was. Well,
Granny.
Kitty was mam's mam. I
Kitty,
don't know
there
what
you
the
go,
name-
another
Kitty's
one.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there's another question. Now, without getting our mammies arrested,
The time that they were dealing cannabis. Go on, my
the
mum.
punishment from back in the day. Did your mammy have like a wooden spoon
Oh,
or
the
a
wooden
favourite
spoon.
stick?
Oh, I'll tell your father.
No, they
No.
didn't. I never got hit as a child.
Never got slapped with the spoon.
I know someone who got an old slap of a spoon now. I know someone who got a spoon broken over them.
Oh, jeez, no. Never a spoon broken, but
Well,
a
I
slap
think
with the spoon,
when I
alright.
was really young, like the early 90s, but somewhere in like the early to mid 90s, it like became like illegal.
What? that's
It
that's
went
true.
illegal or legal?
Illegal.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
educate kids like.
Yeah,
I'm
there
sure
was
you
a
used to
turning
get
point.
slapped by the nuns and everything, but you know, the wooden spoon was popular.
Just like one of those M. Night Shyamalan movies, we're going to quickly go back before we go forward.
Ooh.
So Scotty quite skillfully looked up what knee meant. Yeah. So we have originally called, which we were kind of right.
Mm.
So born, used in giving a married woman's maiden name after her surname.
All right.
And the example, I think, is funny.
Yeah, that was quite funny.
Mary Too Good. Nee Johnson.
Legendary.
So there you go. I thought it would have been short, like an acronym for something,
Oh.
like
Okay.
not engaged. No, it's an A. Anyway, I couldn't think of my feet there
No,
quick enough.
we'll come back to the present. What were we saying? I have some facts on Mother's Day.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So Mother's Day isn't always on the same date each year. So it's like Easter. And
Is it linked to Easter?
Yeah,
any
because
way?
Easter kind of moves. I'd be upset with Easter. I like Christmas. Christmas, you know when Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
The holiday is celebrated every year on the second Sunday of the month of May. This year it'll be on May 14th. Okay, so this isn't the Irish facts.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh.
Again, we need to read these notes. Don't
Research department. Where were
Research.
you on that?
More calls are made on Mother's Day than any other day of the year.
Oh, really?
There you go. Reportedly, there are approximately 122 million calls are made on the second Sunday of May every year.
Janie.
So, and then in Ireland, then it's Paddy's weekend, but it's not always Paddy's weekend.
No, it's not.
So is it meant to be like 3 Sundays before Easter Sunday or something?
Maybe it
There's
has to be linked in some way.
Yeah, there must be some connection there.
I wonder if there's the same amount of calls made on Father's Day. I wouldn't say so.
Mother's Day is the 3rd highest selling holiday for flowers and plants. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
One of the earliest Mother's Day celebrations was in ancient Greece. The Greeks love their mummies.
All right.
The Greeks would have spring celebrations in honour of Rhea, the goddess of fertility, motherhood and generation. Normally Mother's Day is the busiest day of the year for restaurants as well. Jeez, they're all getting it on.
Yeah.
The history of American Mother's Day started with peacemaker Anne Jarvis. During and following the Civil War, Anne Jarvis made a concerted effort to foster friendship and community between the mothers on both sides of the war. There you go.
I have interesting facts about mummies too.
Ooh.
I was listening to a podcast this morning with, Example. That singer guy. I just want to make sure that camera doesn't cut off.
I didn't know what you're talking about there.
Example, the singer.
I was waiting for an example of what you mean.
Anyway, he
Yes,
was on the podcast, his being interviewed anyway, and he's chatting about his wife, who was pregnant at the time, and she had done research in weird ways. Obviously, it wasn't weird to her, but she was researching different ways to give birth, right, and then how to raise the child. Okay. What she ventured was a standing up birth, right, as a mammy.
Natural.
And he went into reasons why. There's the tailbone. You're not meant to give birth on your back. It's really bad for the baby.
Yeah.
So she's doing a standing thing, and you have to catch the baby. Anyway, we're not going to go too into detail.
With the
I'm just saying that was a fact.
Blanket.
And then another fact is, if you eat loads of nuts when you're pregnant, not me personally, you personally, if you have
if I eat nuts when someone else is pregnant?
No, right before you get pregnant.
Can I not eat nuts now?
No, you can eat nuts all you want.
Right.
If the mammy eats nuts through the whole pregnancy,
whose mammy? My mam.
Stop. Any mammy.
Right.
Any mammy. Depends.
So this is any mammy. So who's pregnant now?
That'll tell you after.
Okay.
The baby won't be allergic to nuts, right?
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Now and then there's another very interesting one, where if the mother works out and trains and gets the heart rate going throughout the whole pregnancy, that child is going to be born with a better instinct and better immune system, because back in the caveman days, you had to be able to give birth and then leg it because there's something running after you. Right? So
our local historian.
I would love for you to do like a walking tour of a place. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
back in the olden days.
You have to put the baby under your arm and absolutely leg it, because you're like, it was dangerous, like dinosaurs chasing after you. And then another interesting one was,
right,
and it's a bit, now you might have to, if you're listening in the car and the kids listening, the mammy's nipples
I'm just gonna edit this out.
Could sense what vitamins the baby needed from the lips, the message the lips was given.
Yeah.
So basically, the lips would go into the nipple, and the lips would tell the nipple what it needs, and it would give it like more iron or more vitamin
iron.
C or whatever like that. So it's just absolutely. But the point I'm saying is, aren't mammies incredible what they can do with their bodies and everything like that?
It's fascinating. Now, you and I have both, I don't know if maybe you have as well, I'm not sure what you get up to in the weekend, but me and you have been in the delivery room watching a woman give birth.
I've been in the lambing shed.
So you've seen something like it.
And your one said, "Get out of here."
Now, I wouldn't frequent it. I've been in a delivery room twice.
Yeah.
It is the most horrific and also amazing moment of my life. I know I've done it twice.
And the most helpless you'll ever feel.
You just feel like an idiot, don't you? Just stand there going...
You're trying to be confident going, you're doing this. But in your mind you're going, how the hell are you doing this?
There's literally a person coming out of you. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah. I will admit, I'll be the first to admit that I could not give birth. I don't think I could do it. It's just insane.
You can get a simulator thing.
No thanks.
That you can put around you.
No.
That makes you feel the same.
Yeah, we're very lucky. We're very lucky.
Every Mother's Day, there are approximately 152 million Mother's Day cards sent.
That's a lot of paper being wasted.
You shouldn't make your own.
Cards are shite.
I just reuse the same card every year.
Put that out there. Those, especially the Hallmarky cards.
Apparently,
Shite.
the flower you should get are carnations. They have a special meaning on Mother's Day.
All right.
Anne Reeves Jarvis used the carnation on Mother's Day to symbolise whether your mother was living. A red carnation meant she was, and a white meant she had passed.
Oh, that's a pity, isn't it?
There you go. Mother's Day is celebrated all over the world.
Very good. Will we... Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to
Happy
my mother.
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. You are absolutely fantastic and for everything
Legends.
what you do.
Absolute legends for doing all you do.
It's that time, you know the name. It's the reason we all came. Find the words that are the same. It's that time to play the waffle game.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay, John goes first, right? So this is John's question.
You're very good at that game.
Am I?
You're very good. You're always winning.
I'm good or you're bad.
Oh, maybe it's I'm bad. Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe I
that's
telegraph. Do I
John,
telegraph the move or something?
Scotty.
I don't know what it
John,
is. I'm going to have to work on that.
Scotty. Okay, John, first question.
Yes, go.
And we've already talked about it. What flower is associated with Mother's Day?
The tulip.
It was like 2 seconds ago, man. Can I answer that?
Okay, back to Scotty.
No, you can't.
No.
In what month does Mother's Day take place in Canada, Australia, and the US? We also
May.
talked about this.
May.
Back to John. What country was the first to celebrate Mother's Day as an official holiday?
America.
He was listening or he was very lucky.
Back to Scotty. What year did the US recognise Mother's Day as an official holiday?
1922.
Okay.
It's a toughie. We'll give hundreds of
I
years
had
to
it
go
in
back.
my notes. I just can't remember now.
Back to John.
Yes.
What does Chicago do to its river since 1962 to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Dyes it green.
That's stupid, that question.
So easy.
And that wasn't the hard section.
That's what, you are so easy.
Smug.
Yeah, we go Scotty. Before green, which colour was used on St. Patrick's Day?
Purple.
He's getting hard ones.
Back to John.
Blood for red.
He'd said it.
In the US, what would happen to you on St. Patrick's Day if you didn't wear green?
You got punched by a Irishman
In the Mickey.
in the face.
Okay.
Back to Scotty.
Right, one.
What does St. Patrick's compare the shamrock to? We all started with that.
The Holy Trinity. Go on, Trinity College.
What's done?
It's,
Yes.
one. How many questions are we? 2, 4, 6.
This is going to be a close one today.
Oh, there's 2 left.
Let's do
Okay,
this.
back to John.
Okay.
What happened to St. Patrick on St. Patrick's Day?
Happy birthday.
What happened to St. Patrick on St. Patrick's Day?
yeah.
I'd like to say he passed away.
That's a good shout. It's a very wise shout.
Yes.
I'm going to say it was his birthday, maybe.
Okay, Scotty.
Okay. Let's go.
Your
not my
last question now is what type of beer is a Guinness?
It's a stout.
Okay, now you can converse there while I add up the tally.
What do you reckon?
I think that you won.
Really? I don't think so. I think you got more questions right there.
It
now.
was the purple. I didn't know. I just went for purple because it was wasn't the Irish flag purple at one stage?
No.
There was, or the national colour of Ireland was purple. Am I
Was
right?
it?
Am I right in saying
That'd be
that?
interesting to
I
know
think
if
there
I
was an
did.
original flag with a harp and it was purple.
Yeah, that was green. No, yeah, there was a purple one, but that was like for the Dublin Brigade or something like
Was
that.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or in Cromwell's time or something. I don't know.
Sure. Do you have the?
Yes,
What's the result?
That was good filler. Well done.
it is. Scotty got 3, and John got 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Tiebreaker.
So we have it. Well, of course, we have a tiebreaker.
Bertie's always prepared.
I was close. Can you go through the answers?
Okay.
Just so we know.
What flower is associated with Mother's Day? I literally said it like a minute ago.
Yeah, I would have won then if I listened.
Carnations.
Yeah.
In what month does Mother's Day take place in Canada, Australia, and US? May.
Yes.
What country was the first to celebrate Mother's Day as an official holiday? England.
I thought it was America too. Although I think that's wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah, but that's the first one to officially Mother's Day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's different to what we talked about in America.
Anyway.
Okay. As a holiday.
Tough
This
one.
is a holiday.
Tough one.
What year did the US
Oh, right. Okay. To actually give the day.
Yeah.
Right.
What year did the US
What was the day called, so? What was it called? What was the day
It
called?
was Mother's Day as an official holiday. What year did the US recognise Mother's Day as an official holiday? 1914.
Oh, I was close.
Then what does Chicago do to its river since 1962?
Green.
Yeah. Before green, what colour was used St. Patrick's Day? Blue. In
Both of us.
the US, what would happen to you on St. Patrick's Day if you didn't wear green? You'd get punched.
You got it.
What did St. Patrick's compare to Shamrock to? The Holy Trinity. We talked about that.
Go on, yeah.
What happened to St. Patrick's on St. Patrick's Day? He died.
Yes.
Oh!
It's not his birthday.
You lucky devil.
Yes.
What type of beer is Guinness? You said a stout. It's an Irish dry stout, which is, of course, right.
Damn
Okay.
right. Damn right.
So, do you want to go one
Good
for one
game.
or the closest answer?
What do you mean 1 for 1? Whoever gets one wrong first.
Yeah, we've 4 questions left.
I'd say the closest answer would be more fun, would it?
Okay, go for
Okay.
it. Yeah, go close.
So, the first one is, how old was St. Patrick's when he went to Ireland? Well, taken to Ireland.
15.
You're going with 15.
I'm going
When he got taken to Ireland, not when he became a saint.
No, when he got taken to Ireland.
I will say 21.
Scotty's right.
Oh, what is
Was it?
16.
Wow, well done.
He said it earlier on as well. I think I remember it.
Yeah.
I was
Do you
listening.
want? We've 3 questions left. Do you want to rattle through them?
Sure, go through them anyway. Yeah.
Okay, shout an answer there. What is the nickname of the island of Ireland?
The Emerald Isle.
Emerald Isle, yeah.
All right.
Which musical instrument is a symbol of
Harp.
Ireland? In the St. Patrick. Maybe you're better.
Why are you
quick
good
fire
now?
rounds. In the St. Patrick's Day episode of the TV show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, what does Charlie capture?
Leprechaun.
Oh, is it?
There you go.
Hilarious. That show was brilliant, by the way.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's so funny.
And I only found this out by talking to people close to Robbie.
Okay.
When he walks into a dark room, it's not because the light isn't on. It's because the dark is on.